Boom.
We playing for top 4, if not
And then
more.
look at this one. This is a rare one right here. We have Mechanical Puppet versus our man over here, Pictor. But we saw who got first strike. Oh damn! Oh damn! That's like that.
You gonna take it? You gonna take that dip? What did he say?
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we cleared the first round, and now we're moving into the second round. Ridiculous Badger joining us once again here. Ridiculous.
What's up, all you cool cats and kittens?
All right, perfect. And Raziel was able to go ahead and join us here again for this second episode. Raziel.
What's up, everybody? Again, good night. Let's watch this hit and have fun.
Good fight, good night. I think that's the words he was looking for. So let's go ahead here and look at the bracket. All right, so for the first match, we have Win versus Dom. And it looks like we weren't unable to get the footage. Dom takes the L. Win Forever wins that. Now we have NO1 versus Hope. Hope was able to go ahead and take that match. We have RO1 versus EXE, and EXE was able to go ahead and take that and secure that win. Next we have NYC versus Triple S, and Triple S took the loss there. NYC proceeding to the next round. CH1 versus TMB, and we got that footage. We're going to go to the ground floor now.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh snap! All right, so you were there. How was that? We see here that CH.
It was fun watching Vauban lose. That's a good person. I love him. I swear to God. I gave him like, I don't know, maybe 40,000 of my build credits one match that he was with years ago. You know, if you watch their stream, you can give them credits.
Oh,
I gave him that much 1 year. I like what he was doing, but yeah, this week we wrecked them. Like TMB, we wrecked them 100%. I didn't stop them.
Raziel, you're supposed to say, I could see my arc from here.
I can see my arc. You can look. You'll find my arc. You will find Raziel in there. You will.
You were in
Look for the.
You were in TNB.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's amazing. And you guys had a
point lead. TNB.
Wow, got you. And I see you guys here had a point lead of 13 billion to their 7 billion. Can you talk a little bit about how you guys took that lead? What did that feel like on the ground floor?
Technically, we actually, with this guild, like I said, know what you're sending, and then actually get to your point of knowing what you're going to send to counter that, okay? Mm-hmm. So, when you get to the point, you can't have 50 million people in your guild sending BS marches. You got to have somebody that's going to counter everything. So, like, literally when our leader told us, like, stop sending, we stopped. They told us when to send and when we need to send. And that coordination means everything. That's all I'm going to say.
Badger, you want to chime in on a little bit of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the challenges with GC is, exactly what Raziel said. You have to be able to counter the enemy's march. But if you're doing this as a team, you're not doing it as a single person. So if the enemy sends in a certain commander, and now you know that someone on your team has to counter, that kind of coordination to have everybody not send or everybody jump, it becomes very difficult. And so let me ask you, how do you motivate?
It's a defensive stance. We were in a defensive stance. We were not in an attack stance. So we were at the point where we're like, well, we might lose this, but we were winning on the points. Let's keep winning on the points to the point where they cannot win, to the point where even within an hour, we get to the hour point, to the point where we're at 48 minutes left of the match. Regardless, they cannot win the match.
So what I was trying to get to is, how do you motivate the free-to-play player to not basically just sit there and not be and to be disengaged because you're trying to.
I know what you're talking about. It's hard. The biggest part about sending big amount of troops in a guild is knowing that they're gonna be lost eventually. And when it comes to a point game.
Alright, we got this Orochi versus Black, and yeah, Black already has taken out one slot. Guys, usually, how does this matchup go with Orochi versus Black? Who do you feel takes this, and at what point did the commander become more prevalent than the other? Because for a while, I feel Orochi was the meta.
So, my guy on the right is my guild leader.
With this in particular, it really depends, because they're both hyper 10, both have advanced troops, but Black's using the crit troops, and once that best offense triggers, and it looks like he's running, Deadshot and Light Up Gemini. I didn't see any other triggers.
Actually, use some chains.
So, he was able to shut down, well, not absolutely.
I'd be an asshole if this guy loses right now. I know the guy on the right. I know the guy on the right is my leader with my guild. I guarantee it.
Black is able to deal just a lot of damage all at once, especially if you have him awakened correctly.
Awakening is a very important thing. Everybody can play Black at 60 heals and all that, but if you're awakened, it makes it a whole different ball game. It really does. You can have skills at 60 and just be okay.
All 40 gear on my Black currently at T11. All 40 gear except for my head beast, which is 41, and I have 13 gem slots.
I just watched my guild with the wings.
I've been playing about 2 years. But just on my stats from gear, I have 634% defense, and I have 600% awaken. So, do math with that. That's 1,204%. Your best offense is 90% of that.
He's gonna work that. What's that?
Yo, Raziel, you're kind of over-talking a little bit too much. Give him time to finish what he's saying, you know what I mean, brother?
I was watching the video feed, my bad.
Yeah, it's all good. But I felt that he was having a little trouble getting his words out because you were literally jumping in on it.
I'm sorry, go ahead, brother. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's something to keep in mind, brother. We all have to adjust, bro. It's like 3 people in a room, bro. It's all good. I don't expect everybody to be perfect.
We're all talking about the same stuff.
Yeah. I don't expect everybody to be perfect.
But just with Black has the capability to deal massive damage. The only thing that, in my opinion, can out-damage him in one shot is probably Puppet, because of the ignored damage reduction and the ignored HP, if you have his weapon.
Absolutely.
No, I have to tell a difference on that. It depends on your gear. Actually, Elf can do a really good job. Also, Elf can do a really good job. Actually, Elf can make him look like he's nothing. It depends on the gear that you have. That's the biggest issue in this game right now, is the gear. It's not the commander, it's the gear. And they did give walkers some pretty good gear to go off of, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. I faced a lot of walkers and a lot of fucking Reinhardts that have that gear that I want and I can't beat. So I gotta give it to them. I have to.
And I mean,
push me to do more.
and touch up on that topic. I know there's a lot of players that are wondering. Let's talk about that gear and let's say 2 to 3 segments. The higher end, like you were saying, the Aldebarans, the Beetlejuice, which is the primary stats that we're looking for is the crit wither, the damage reduction, and I think HP, then defense. Would you agree?
Yes, with walkers, I gotta give it this way. With walkers, you got to have tangling first. Okay, you have to have tangling as if you're going for the meta gear, you have to have tangling as a headpiece. Your weapons, you want to have outs. Okay, a better brands, whatever you want to call it, but that's crit wither on both. You get crit wither on one weapon, crit wither on another weapon. Then, if you want ambition on your chest, that's more crit wither. Now, if you go for the pants Beetlejuice, that's a really good choice because you can awaken 600% crit wither. You might actually beat some of these big pin guys. Like, seriously. It's in the meta. It's happened.
And let's talk about like the next level below that. I know this it's hard for you guys sometimes, but let's talk about like the mid-level gear of that. So would you say if you were like
That's more where I'm at right now. Mid-level.
Alright, so for me, I'm at 45 gear. Okay.
No. I mean like the actual gear pieces, the actual gear pieces. Yeah, Gilead just took that against a black. Now we have a king going up against a Gilly. How does this matchup usually go? Let's say full stack, King Gilly. How does that usually go, guys?
Completely dependent on first strike.
Absolutely agree. Hence what we just saw. The King won the first one, the Gilly won the second one, and now we have a Dragon Slayer versus Elf. Obviously the Dragon Slayer is going to lose the third slot, but how do we feel this matchup usually goes?
Dependent upon gear and tech.
We're not going to talk about how good King is.
Oh, let's talk about it. What does King have going on?
I mean, literally, King doesn't have to be. I think King is good at T11 because you need to build him to where he has no AC at all, no ACC at all.
You want him every time.
Don't even give him an out. Don't even give him an arcade.
You want him
to give him a wall raise, nothing but a shot, all that. If he misses, he wins. 100%. Like, that is like the worst Walker commander you can ever find. Worse than Black. To be honest with you.
If King has first strike,
if you want to build a King, build him where he has no ACC at all.
Yeah.
None.
And we're talking even the natural whisper that gives a negative accuracy on the headpiece.
Nah, you want pen gear for him.
Okay,
you could be 67 mil power with a 1 mil lead King and beat a 2 bill lead person's mark.
You wouldn't
cast him.
So there was this guy in first. His name's Pontifex. He came to my server probably about a year ago.
Pontifex? That's my dude right there.
He was a nasty King user back then. I don't know if he still uses King or not, but
he does.
Dude, he is nasty with him.
Dude, I love that dude. He's cool as fuck. I've been for many years.
My server got like 5 or 6 billion KE points, and then just dipped. He was like, "Alright, I'm out." Him and his data.
He's a cool dude, man. I'm telling you.
They're real cool dudes. They taught me a lot. They taught me a lot.
That's kind of funny. You lifted his name, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, I like it. He was cool. Him and Asgata taught me a lot. They're both in first right now. That's actually the team I think I'm gonna end up facing this next GC battle. So first is ranked 6th. I'm in FKU. We're ranked 5th right now. Kind of a shot in the dark underdog team, but we're ranked 5th right now. We're not winning it. I know we're not winning it. We only have about 6 T12 players, so I know we're not winning it. But I'm giving it hell. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I commend you on that spirit.
Have fun giving hell, dude.
No, of course, man. You gotta push your limits, man. I commend you on that spirit of just no matter what, you're gonna give it.
They're on 1550 right now, so if that's the first you're talking about.
Yes, that's the first I'm talking. The one that they just merged with Dom. this season. So T-Bor and Beagle are going to be there. So it's going to be a tough fight. T-Bor actually helped me quite a lot with my black build.
Where are you from? You from 12-7-2?
No, I actually kind of started out with TWP back on. I didn't really start there. They kind of like trained us up in semi a little bit.
You know what guy named Dar?
Who?
Dar?
Yeah. So he's in Die, and he actually fought us in last cast. And I gave his sister a couple good lickings. He gave my black a couple good lickings. It was some fun fights.
That's a good friend of mine as well.
Oh yeah.
I think I kind of know you.
I know you. That's good. Now, of course, that's what we're here for, to bring the community closer. Whether it's the commentators getting to realize, like, oh damn, I think we was
here, bro. 100%.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you here, X-Soul. Seriously. And what we're looking at here is Gilly versus Sister Wolf. And why is this match going on this long? This looks like it's the second turn. What's going on here, guys?
So there. Is it sleep bomb?
He's using wings, but so the T12 hunks in the back, they can actually create a damage shield based on the damage they deal. And the troops they has up front, Time Walkers, have a heal on them that you can see popping off after each round because they have so few slots in 2, 4, 3, 4, 6.
Should be eliminating that slot 100%, but there's no ACC apparently.
And when he says ACC, guys, he's talking about accuracy.
Short hit skills.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit, but he didn't hit enough. That was weird. That's a lot of troops to be missing.
It's a lot of troops to be missing, and
that's a lot of troops to not be having enough attack either.
Yeah, absolutely. What we see going on here is obviously the effects of Wings of Eternity mixed with Andromeda. So he's sleeping that bottom row, and then the back row is missing. Yeah, that's how he's staying alive so long with slot 2 with the Gilly has 10, slot 3 has 11, and then slot 5 he has 1, and slot 6 he has 1. This is what Infantry does.
Yeah. They shine right here.
Mm-hmm. And I'm letting this play out because this is, everybody watching this.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, unless Hades. I mean, Hades is a good infantry player. He used to bring Bullet, but now he's a war machine apparently, or puppet master. Yeah. I'd like to see his ass play.
And that last match is definitely good. And that last match is definitely going to be one of the big ones. Even though that king with the 800 just knocked out a couple of thousand versus another king.
That's the thing I like most about Black and King. You don't need a lot to do a lot.
Yeah.
With Black and King, you can like. I'll send in cast. I actually picked on Die a little bit, so I was hitting their tiles just because tile raid, and I got a couple thousand T10 off of them just using my 26 box troops.
Wow. I'll tell you this right now, brother. If you see me in cast, you see my name, you're gonna. I guarantee you're not gonna want to fight me.
Probably not, but I'm gonna try.
That's the That's the whole spirit. That's the whole point.
Dude, I am an 82 million power arc, and I have burned 300 million power arcs. I don't care. I'll try.
Hell yeah! This is a war game. We're not gonna sing Kumbaya and hold hands.
We're not sitting here giving hugs, but we are at the same time.
Exactly. Like, it's a good fight. If you beat me, you beat me. I'm just here to have fun. Like, at the end of the day, I can heal those troops no problem. Like, whether it's through meta or like, it just takes me a little bit of time. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm just here to have fun.
Let's make it interesting. Let's not make this so superficial to where we just have to talk to each other. Let's make it interesting, alright?
And we have here that Gilly again going against a Dragon Slayer. Do you guys think he's gonna be able to do this to a Dragon Slayer? Oh man, yeah. That's what we've been looking at.
We won that match. We won that match. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. You guys did. All right, I'm gonna jump to the back end here. We can see the ground. And we can see the ground floor here. CHN is scattered everywhere, and TMB doesn't look like they're holding any.
That's TMB?
Yeah, that's TMB player. Does you guys
Against who? Against who?
CHN. T and B definitely took that versus CHN. Champion winner. Then we had CHD who won against F67, and now we have this next match. We were able to capture this. We're gonna jump to the ground floor for MVP versus XXX, and that's not a point.
That was a tough guild, Ghost Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how Joker did.
Joker's pretty tough too.
That's an old friend of mine. Ghost Eyes. He's a strong dude. He's 2-bro power.
Yeah. He dominated one of the casses that we were in once. He actually zeroed me once.
Wow.
I was maybe like 50 million power. Then he caught me slipping.
Yeah. And thank you for taking that lick and still keeping moving forward. That's the mark of a true Arc of War player.
You know what sucks?
I've been zeroed more times than I can count.
And he zeroed you and you kept going?
Yeah, I mean, I was small. I'm still small, technically. I'm only an 82 million power arc.
Well, here's the thing. Look, hey, keep the benefit knowing that you can still grow. Do me a favor, get your time and space to 300.
Oh, that's been done.
And just don't fight on server side. Let everybody else fight. Everybody else wants to never fight.
I got 3 billion KE points.
Keep your meta when it comes to Castan, you'll be an art to work with.
I got 3 billion KE points today in server side.
Alright, so do me a favor. Stop fighting server side. Save your meta. Use it for Castan. I'm telling you.
Last cast I actually ranked in the top 50
I spent about $1,000 twice already in 2 different Castans to try to heal my troops.
Hey, real quick, look at this war machine tearing through this black. What does it take to have a war machine that does this?
Andromeda?
50 gear.
50 gear Andromeda.
50 gear Andromeda, yes, what happened?
And then we have a king with a dream and a hope right now.
I wish he had Sticky's report from first. Oh my god, he killed a fucking infantry commander or an airship commander bad. Full mark airship commander Sticky from first, literally destroyed everything with a king.
So I'm pretty sure that Dragon Slayer had Broken Fortress because it just took 2 hits from that plasma without even taking any damage.
It doesn't matter.
And there goes that big blowing through.
You got to have first strike if you're trying to fight somebody. If you don't have first strike, jump the fuck out and let somebody else get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't jump to the point where they're gonna get wrecked. Okay.
Like this mechanical puppet who just lost his entire first row.
But the beauty of the mechanical puppet is if he gets that substitute and he has his soul cutter, he can do some damage.
He just lost a shit ton of troops, so I can't
Does
say
that,
this look.
on the mechanical puppet, I know a lot of people are curious about it. When he puts out the substitute puppet, does that count for any troop? So if he activates
I hope Stellar wins this one. I really do. I really hope Stellar wins this one.
Oh man.
What he's going to?
Let's see.
Andromeda, come on, baby.
He definitely has what's it called? Broken Fortress.
He does have Broken Fortress.
That's a lot of troops to lose. Holy shit.
Yes.
Broken Fortress has done some crazy things to this game. Well, you know exactly how that's going. Oh wow, no shockwave trigger.
You know what? I'm not seeing any Reinhardt reports, so I'm going to tell you this right now. Power Walker's works this time. In cast last time, it doesn't work. We're going to see a lot of Reinhardt defeats this time, 100%.
And why is that? Because
they can run Kings all they want to. They can run Kings all they want to. The only reason why I was able to join Team B is because I beat them so bad. I was in first when I was fighting Team B for Kazakhstan.
Yeah, that's a good resume.
When I left, I was like, would you like me to join? They're like, yes.
It's like, yes.
Holy shit. And you know what's weird though? All I do is I use skill trigger stuff, dude. I use hit point skill trigger on the Rain and also Sister Wolf. So you don't have to get the best gear to actually get it to work. Literally just know what you're doing. Just know what you're doing.
That's really the biggest thing. You know, once you master the basics, you can do a lot.
one thing I will suggest to people that are low level in Castletown and stuff like that when it comes to actually healing your troops, if you're going to put that march out there, you have to have skill triggers. If you're going to fight somebody this big, it doesn't matter if they have 50 gear, you can beat them. You have to have skill triggers. Use Armageddon Hole and use all the skill trigger stuff that you have and Tear Suppression. And you can be a little different now. It's kind of slowly changing, but it's still in favor for airship, unfortunately.
Power of infantry, which is nice. You know, they can avoid a portion of that damage reduction. So
I don't know but I don't use that.
If you have power of infantry, you can.
I don't use it unless I know I'm fighting them. I haven't leveled up. I don't use it.
And once again, we have King here again with a dream versus an elf. Do you see this? The Time Walkers with the crit damage troops in the back. Oh, he took out Slot. I think that was a good trade.
100%. Especially when you look at the point totals of what infantry offer versus walker or air.
All right, so MVP just took it against XXX. We see that happening there in the lower right of the bracket. Top left of the bracket now, we're starting back at the top. It's going to be Wind versus First Hope. Jumping to the ground floor. This is what it looked like. We had Wind here. We're just going to take a brief survey of what's the ground looks like, and then we're going to jump into the matches. Raziel, you had something you wanted to add?
Actually, technically, I probably actually was in that guild during playoffs. Actually, my bad. I didn't say I was in TNB. Actually, I was in first. If you want to go scroll up, or if you're down there in first, you'll probably see my art.
Where were you? Let's see. Let's go see if we can catch some footage of this.
Wherever you'll find me.
I see how.
I was in first. I ain't gonna lie. I was in first.
Damn, I don't see.
Look for the one with the 001. That the 001 area.
Alright.
Going. I saw Pontifex and Night Stalker. Asgate is probably in there somewhere as well.
They know me. Ask Sticky. Ask Sir Otter. I'm there. I was there.
No, most definitely. And what do you feel? What do you feel was really the commanders you guys had to look out for in this match against Win?
You know what? Actually, I wasn't there this season.
Not this. Wow, hilarious. This guy. Commanders in the game.
I think it's much more subjective than that. I think it's much more subjective than that.
All right.
In airship, yes. Your other top contenders are probably Soul Reaver, but nobody knows how to build him yet.
Soul Reaver in general?
And Tear Suppression and Cast, yes, he can work. Rogers with Tear Suppression and Cast can work. As for GC, you're looking at Black and DS. You want the most for your bang your buck.
Orochi Rhine.
Orochi he gives up too much points. It's kind of like using Elf.
When you're at a alright, so look at it this way. For when you're in a top 32 team, yeah, I can see that. But when you're not in a top 32 team and you're facing someone that has an Orochi or a Reinhardt and they're Hyper 7+.
In a smaller server, you want an Orochi. On a smaller server, you want an Orochi. On a top tier team, you don't want Orochi because he can be beat. Unfortunately, he can be beat by Elf. But on a smaller server, you want an Orochi.
Wow,
you
God,
want
yeah. Did you guys see that?
That plasma blow up, yeah.
Yeah, that plasma blew the hell up out of that Dragon Slayer. Jesus Christ! Now we got a plasma versus King here, and yeah, it's just blowing. That's what plasma does. And plasma, I mean,
at first strike.
Yeah, and look at this, King versus Reinhardt off the top of the dome. Who has this?
King.
Of course.
Is that Sticky?
Yeah, it's Sticky.
It is Sticky.
Eat him up! Eat him up!
This is exactly the guy he was talking about.
I've been waiting on this report. That this is him. Watch him.
King's gonna blast through.
Watch. I'm telling you, that's my dude. I know that dude. Watch him. He's gonna eat that whole comma.
Oh man, and the Reinhardt here has the tier 12 that basically heal themselves for. You guys see that?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because he's androing it and he's using wings at max level and he's constantly getting his mind's eye
As I
triggers.
said,
So
I
he's
said this
just
earlier. I was talking about my
killing.
boy Sticky. I was talking about my boy Sticky. Watch this. Boom. There you go.
Quick question.
Dead.
I know there's a lot of people asking. How do
In.
you build?
Huh?
How do you build King to have to miss basically when you're building them with the
You're
pen set?
missing it right now. You're missing
So-
it. You just cleared a whole slot.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
you don't want any accuracy at all on the gear. So you want
No, you don't want
gear
that.
like
Right.
Wild Roses or Soul Cutter. Like you want like the version 1 pen gear, like stuff that you don't
No,
need.
you want pin gear. You don't want. You want roses. You do not want alcades because alcades has accuracy.
Roses or Soul Cutters, in my opinion. Soul Cutters have a higher base attack.
Soul Cutters has attack, but you're missing the pin gear. Roses give you more pin than Soul Cutters.
No, they don't. It's equal. I have both.
No, you're actually wrong.
No, I'm not, because I have both, and I
Soul
can show you the
Cutters
stats
are
right now.
probably 0.4% lower.
No, incorrect. I
It's all
have
good.
both.
It's all good. They're both at 4%. The Wild Rose gives
Strength and
4%.
weaken effect,
Yeah.
but less attack.
Exactly.
I have
And then
plus 40.
yeah, I don't doubt the brother. He has both. I'm not. He ain't even gotta say it no more. He has both. But we're moving forward here. We got a system.
Hey, my boy Sticky won, didn't he?
Yeah, you did. He did. The mouse that the Reinhardt.
Alright.
And
First all the way. I hope First gets top 2 soon. I do. Because I'd like to face him with DMB. I would.
boom. And
We
then-
playing for top 4, if not
And then
more.
look at this one. This is a rare one right here. We have Mechanical Puppet versus our man over here, Pictor. But we saw who got first strike. Oh damn. Oh damn. That's like that.
You gonna take it? You gonna take that dip? What did he say?
It's a classic one here. Black versus Orochi.
Is he have Shockwave for him, or was that Power Walker? Dissection. He's using
that's-
dissection.
Right there. That's his Marge. That's gotta be T4. I'm sorry. I love my dude. I know that's his Marge. That's gotta be.
Yeah, that's T4 for sure.
That's gotta be. I've seen him in cast. It's gotta be him.
T4 has a nasty black.
T4 and Rico both have Broken Fortress, but Rico uses BS. T4 uses Black.
And the Mechanical takes it another one. And then here's a very controversial one here. We got Black with a Dream versus War Machine. Guys, what do we think? Damn, what do we think? It's over. That's what we think. We think it's over. We got looks like, oh, I'll edit that one out. Yeah, clicked on that one by accident. But
That ain't good.
Yeah, then we Sister Wolf versus Stella. Guys, what do we feel about Stella?
Hey, I know that dude with Painkiller. There's no way he's gonna win this one. No way.
Stella is
He's gonna win this
Stella's
one.
still one of the top infantry comms in my opinion. Just
I
because
love. I'm gonna tell you this. I love Painkiller. He's from me with 12-6-7. He's not gonna win this one.
Yeah, and if we were to give a quick rundown of like infantry, what are they looking like? What's the top 5? Let's get Exo. What's your top 5 infantry off the top of the head in order?
So
top 5 off the top. Go ahead, Raze, and then I'll say mine after.
no, you go ahead. You go ahead first.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I would say probably Stella, Puppet, War Machine, Gilly. Struggling to think of the 5th. Those would be my top 4. I don't
Alright,
I don't
you
have
don't know
one
the
off the
5th.
top
Yeah,
of my
got it.
head.
And Razael, what's your top 5 or top 4 of the walking infantry?
Beautiful Stella is not the top one. Okay, I'm just giving you top 5.
Yeah, mine are not in order. Just those are
Top
the top.
5 are all depending on the gear. Okay, so Stella, Gilly, War Machine, Puppet Master, or whatever master it is. Then you also got Nekajiro. Gotta have him. He hits with sniper. What? He'll hit.
Yeah,
Kind of like
definitely.
Vega for infantry. He's like Vega with infantry.
And really quick, we see
He
here.
ignores it.
And really quick, we see here your boy Sticky again going against Executioner and chewing through this elf, man. What is going on here?
That's my boy.
He can ignore all the damage reduction with Mind's Eye, so like he's just, and because he's also running pen gear,
I'm
he's
not even gonna
ignoring.
tell you his build. I'm not gonna tell you his build because I know his build.
Oh no, we don't need to build. We're not gonna put people's information out there like that. But this man is getting wrecked. Oh, things look like they're turning.
Still is fire. He's a good dude. Like, yo.
That was a close
Alright,
one.
though. He still won that point trade.
Eagles? Hey, there goes Regal. Hell yeah. Hey, I love that dude. 100%. That was pretty cool. There's people right there. Yeah. I know
He
where
was running the Canes, Gems.
people right now. He's running games right now. He's about to wreck everybody. Sorry.
He's running the Canes, Gems, and Broken Fortress.
I know my people. Hey, I got nothing but love for First. Like 100%. Like they're doing great.
They're a great team.
All right. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is the conclusion of episode 2. But overall, I just want to thank Raziel for being here for a second episode.
Alright, brothers. Everybody that knows me, SHR, DOD, FTW, First Dom, all you guys. Hey, you guys are still growing. Love you all. And we'll meet in the space race at some point. Whether I show up at your server or I just be where I'm at. We'll see each other. Love you. Goodbye.
All right, perfect. And we had a new face in here, just jumped in last minute, but I'm so glad that he came through because he had a lot of perspective, knew a lot of people that were going on here. And Exol, go ahead and give your roses to the community, give your shout outs.
Well, first, I'm going to shout out my guild, FKU. Small, upcoming guild, but we're going to make a little splash.
So once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me, Reginaldus, the host with the most, ain't nothing close, and Raziel and Exol, and just another banger. We're out. Peace.